What sort of day do you think we've got to look forward to then, Perry?
It'll be quite an interesting day. The pilots have been trained for about 3 weeks, so they're very competent now. And the commanders have been out yesterday, so they're fully aware of what's going on. They should be all right today.
Those three up there, they're going to be all right up there?
They'll be sound as a pound then, lads.
Right, well, shall we get going then? You sure we're not going to have a problem with this, Perry?
No, not at all.
These are M2s, huge amphibious trucks that marry up in the water to make bridges. And this is almost the end of a 3-week course for new commanders and pilots for 2-8 Amphibious Regiment. It's their last chance to practice bridge building before they face the final test, a night exercise.
Well, I think that's probably...
Perry Davidson isn't just the driver of this M2 today, he's also instructing a would-be new commander, Keith Green, who, now that we're in the water, is busy turning the truck into part of a bridge. How does he see his new role?
It is all down to timing. It's all from the top. You've got to have a bridge in by a certain time. You know, you've got to be ready by a certain time. As a commander, you've got to put trust in your pilot and crew. That's really it. You've got to trust them to know what they're doing.
Before the bridge can be built, the rigs marry into pairs or sometimes threes, a fairly tricky manoeuvre for the man at the helm, student pilot Carl Hayter, although he has an advantage, having already qualified as a driver and commander. How different is this? How does this compare?
This gives you a very different aspect to it. It's totally different. When you're a commander, you're not a pilot, you find you tell people to do things and you expect them done sort of dead fast and quicker than you expect. And you don't realise till you get on the stand yourself and play around with controls just how difficult it is. And then you realise their problems when you're standing there bawling at them in the middle of the night and you sort of realise, oh, I won't shout him so loud next time.
Keeping an eye on Carl's steering is instructor Rams Campbell, who likes what he sees.
Not bad at all. He's confident, he listens, you know, and he's keen to learn. He'll pass the course without a doubt.
Manoeuvring 21.5 tons of vehicle that's not quite boat or truck can be a fairly hair-raising venture for the 4-man crew. At 1,000,000 marks apiece, it doesn't do to make mistakes, but they can still happen.
People flap, they tend to flap, and there's no real reason to flap, and they'll take boats into the bank and people will sink things. A lot of it's to do with actual working together. You know, they won't do it and somebody will go into somebody else's cab. You know, it's funny really, but it could be avoided if they just kept their heads a bit.
The rest of the bridge now in place, it just remains for our team to fill the gap. The last link goes into place, and the Sergeant Major is the first across. Right, well, the bridge has been successfully completed, and I must say that I think 2-8 have done themselves proud. It took them about 40 minutes to build the bridge today, but they assure me that they can do it a little quicker. I certainly hope they're right. I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to be needing this thing.